Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of the Empire of Suvarnabhumi campaign here in Europa Universalis 4 with the Meiou and Taxes mod. We're back. Look at this empire. This is getting out of hand. This is glorious. Yeah, we've achieved everything that I wanted and more. And at this point, I'm just doing a lot of things and trying to remember exactly what I'm doing. A current project of mine has been to try and incorporate this general area better into the Empire. So off screen I've been building a lot of commune halls. So I'm going to continue that actually. I might as well do it right now while we're all hanging out here together. Not that. Just wanted to see if there was any. Okay, so most provinces here already do have those places. The reason I want those is so that I can build trade wharfs. Cannot build it here yet, but we will. That increases the communication efficiency because this is a state and I want all my states to be awesome. I haven't quite made up my mind. Maybe I just did. That's a lot of population. It's a fuck ton of population as well. Yeah, what am I on about? This state, it looked like there was way less people living here. Fuck me, there's a fuck ton. Yeah, let's make this a state, holy shit. Let's do that. Core it all, of course. And there it is. Yeah, I'm trying to incorporate Khmer, or the Cambodians, into my empire more efficiently. So I'm building roads, building, ports to fuel those roads. Yeah, I already built the road here. I showed you guys that in the previous episode, I think. So that's happening. The Discord chat is speaking, and really though, there's nothing that's necessarily stops me from just having ports all over. I've been building buildings in I'm currently working on it on the islands that I'm colonizing. I'm building trade wharfs, and of course you need a certain amount of governmental infrastructure before you can do that. So that's what I'm doing. So once again, these are things that happen all the time off screen. You know, I'm building trade related buildings in the trade centers all around. Feel free to tell me in the comments if you want to, if you want to see these things in better detail, if you will. Because normally I just cut it away. I only really show it if I am doing something significant. And, I do these things that I do right now where I sort of give you guys a general idea of what I'm doing to try and improve the quality of my empire, if you will. Let's see. Yeah, you can see there's a certain... Yeah, there's more communication efficiency down here than there is in this general region. Because it's faster to go via boat all around the Malay Peninsula and up here than there is to go overland. I've built a road overland already. I might just want to finish that though, because there's a road going here, but then it stops. But I do have a road here somewhere, so maybe continuing that would be a good idea. Yeah, let's get a road going here, I think. And then here there's already a road, and there's no road here. Really? This is a pretty good province. There's even some urban pop here. Yeah, you guys cover that. Some manpower can be spent. Honestly, that's like the majority of Suvarnabhumi manpower goes to construction of roads. The locals are like, yes, I'm gonna join the military because I want to be a good citizen. And then they're just sent off to the construction site. Let's see though. Rural wealth, yes, and some manpower and some money. Once again, tell me in the comments if there is a particular reason that I shouldn't be spamming my... like I shouldn't be abusing the local wealth as much as I am. 50%. Oh yeah, 1% chance then that I would lose stability. Not sure what I think about that. Risky, of course, but we do need roads. Important. Yeah, once again, Fisher, yeah, fuck, this port has been, yeah, I've already been upgrading this general place. I'm gonna get a trade harbor here. Once again, these are the things that happen off screen. I've already built a commune hall. That might have already existed. Well, I forget. Never mind, actually, I think it was the port that existed and the commune hall did not exist. But now that I have a commune hall, I can build a trade port. And that is useful because this is a, well, it's not an estuary, but it's there's a river here. There's a special thing that grants you extra stuff. And so it's worthwhile to have extra communication efficiency to this general place. Because you can see that it has 100 communication efficiency, or 100% autonomy, which is ridiculous, of course. We need to improve that. Ooh, looks like the Chinese, it looks like our trust toward the Chinese have reached 30 again, which means they're going to be salty about my, my empire not being a tributary of their empire. We're not going to accept that, of course, because, like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm not going to be your bitch. Don't you worry about that, China. The long-term goal at this point is making China my bitch. Policy of intolerance. We will... No. We'll continue expelling the heretics. That's pretty good, though. The fact that event seems to pop up pretty often. Oh, looks like Delhi is struggling still with the consequences of me burning the whole country to the ground. So they have internal conflicts. Excellent. Yeah, there's some famine going on, although the famine seems to be going on in this part of the country, which I did not burn that badly. I only got to this general region before I decided that the war exhaustion I was getting was not worth it. Also, here's another good reason why I want to incorporate this general area into the empire better. There is estuaries here, and great rivers and stuff, and even a nice little city which has a trade center, which I should be upgrading, to be honest. Can't do that right now, don't have the money, but eventually. There's gold over here as well, which I am working on to incorporate. I'm building a commune hall here, so I'm going to grab myself a fishing port and eventually a trading port so that I can get communication efficiency. And I'm going to then build roads from Perak to Raub, and I'm going to be upgrading those gold mines. So once again, there's a lot of stuff going on off screen. Once again, tell me if you guys are really interested in seeing exactly what all of this stuff is. But there's so many buildings at this point, and once again, there's a lot of stuff going on. The empire is growing, and so fish will now be produced. Right, the colonies. That's another thing. I'm just like finishing colonies and starting them off screen for the same reasons that I've explained previously. Like, I don't think you guys need to see that every time I finish and start a new colony. Speaking of, I already have a colonist hanging out. So let's get these islands. Yeah, I don't know. It's not necessarily super logical. That's a big rebellion. And I am retarded because I'm not funding my army. Yeah, so this is another reason that I don't show you guys my the stuff that goes on off screen, because there's a lot of autism, to be fair. Did I autism so hard that the game literally crashed? No, we're going now. Alright, so I'm just gonna lose here, and of course you're gonna run all like. Alright, so the heir to the throne has been born. His name is gonna be Toby Varman, named after the guy in the Discord. I mean, do I even have to point out that people are named after guys in the Discord at this point? He's now after Tessenda, or Takenda. Honestly, his name is Cancer. Don't tell him that I said that, and fuck it. He's not gonna watch this part of the video anyways. Honestly, who the fuck is watching this part of the video? So that's happening. Once again, for those who do not know, I always add Varman at the end of the name. It's the closest thing I get to being able to sort of make the names local. It's not a specific Monic thing. It's actually a Hindu thing. But it's a thing that was kept over despite the conversion to Buddhism, because of course Buddhism allows you to keep certain parts of your old religion, you know. Well, unless you're Christian and Muslim, of course, then it does not allow it. I mean, the Buddhists still do it, of course, but it still makes the Christians and the Muslims salty when the... no, that might be Hindus. I'm being confused right now. Point is, the Discord is influencing the stuff as always. We have Casus Belli against Bakan. The fuck's Bakan? That's over here. No, these islands are separate. That's my island, which I'm colonizing. Once again, I do these things off screen. Is it this? No, that's Sulu. Yeah, I was about to say, that's Sulu. That's not... What the fuck, game? You can't just tell me that a nation has been created and then just not tell me where the fuck that nation is. God damn it, game. Right, so interestingly, Sunda declared independence from Majapahit. The Majapahit basically did nothing. I did completely exterminate their army on the island of Madura, but you would have thought that they would have rebuilt by now, but they never did. Interestingly enough, the rebels that made this place independent were rebels that spawned in my own province, and you guys saw it. I forgot to raise my maintenance, and as a result I lost the battle, and as a result the rebels moved on. Then again, they wouldn't have moved. I guess maybe I later won. I'm already forgetting. It's not super important, because at this point this whole place is just a part of our nation. And I mean, I was already fabricating on Majapahit, so it adds up, it works out. Overextension is getting a bit up there though, so we gotta wanna... That's a lot of overextension though for just conquering a tiny chunk of territory. Like, we're getting pretty late in the game at this point, so I would have thought that that these nasty penalties would have gotten a bit more chill, as it were. But no, they are still very harsh. And I'm still in debt. Let's pay that. This is the Let's Play at this point. It's just me getting these events about provinces culture converting and me just like, yes, oh man, this makes my painter hard. What province? My god, the gods are kind, the gods are glorious. Here's to the gods. Really? No, but seriously though, memes aside, this province, wasn't it like 50%, or that might have been more actually. Still though, there's some sort of math that does not add up right here. But I guess I shouldn't be complaining. Look at this though, the lesser nobles have taken control as well. The tribals are still present, of course, but they are barely present. Also, one thing I noticed is that I can make custom client states at this point, which I should totally put to use. It's a difficult thing, right? Because the whole point of client states, although the whole point why you would want a client state is to get trade power. Because in this mod, subjects do not give you any money. Well, okay, you know, technically they give me some money at this point, but compared to the amount of money that I have had to pay them so far in this campaign, that's nothing. Because as you could see, I've built a level 4 castle here, a modern castle, to protect myself from the Indians. So the idea is that I don't really want to expand much further into India, which I still stand by. But making some sort of Bengali puppet state would be quite tolerable. The problem, of course, being that this little shit puppet state over here has 47% liberty desire, which is ridiculous. They have 220, yeah, so that's 2,300,000 and 60,000 population. That gives them that much liberty desire. But I mean, at this point, my population is fucking huge. That's a very small percentage of my population. So why they're being so salty about this whole thing, I do not understand. And if I can't convince them to give me trade power, then the fuck, you know? Then what's the point? Honestly, I should just start improving relations with the Bengalis. And try and make them, you know, a proper tributary. Like Vietnam is much more awesome than Assam ever was. Vietnam is giving me 50% trade power. They're a tributary state of someone else, but that doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is how much trade power do they give me. And the Vietnamese give me 50%, and so does the Assamese. But the Assamese are being salty about it, while the Vietnamese are being thankful. Like, literally, wait, are they not? Oh, they're not actually giving me anything. Well, they were at some point. What do you mean? Suvarnabhumi economic base compared to Viet. Well, fuck me then. God, guess I do need to make a puppet state in Bengal. But then I need to figure out what to name the thing. I don't know. At some point we'll probably do that, but not right now, because I just like can't even begin to think about. Like, my brain is just no. A rat. So my nation is collapsing from rebels. Well, it's not collapsing, of course. It's just collapsing my psyche. But the institution of manufactories spawned in fucking China, which is awesome, because that means I can get manufactories before the Europeans. At this point, I should start colonizing Europe, to be honest. Excuse me? So I just learned a detail that I do not want to know. The continent of Oceania can only be colonized if you have Diptech 50 and one of the colonial ideas. I mean, I have expansion. Is that colonial? Does that count? I have no idea. I guess, you know, comment section to the rescue. Do you guys know if expansion ideas counts as one of the colonial ideas? It's not massively important right now, but it's still a thing to think about. Merchant marine exploration. I mean, there aren't many other things that give you colonists, though, are there? There's exploration, and well, there's global empire, of course. But okay, so there are two lines that go around these two ideas. Is the implication that they are the colonial ideas? There's no such line around. Okay, wait. Well, can I get global empire? I can. Okay. Fascinating. Well, that is good to know, because if global empire is not one of the colonial ideas, I will unironically kill myself. That shows the confidence I have in this. So never mind, I think we will indeed still colonize Australia? Jesus Christ, what dialect is that? The dialect of autism. But again, autism does not have a dialect, does it? So we're gonna have to come up with a specific name. My profile pic is a polar bear, so I guess we could call it... Oh fuck, we're doing this again, are we? I don't know. Then again, here I am trying to come up with a new word. We could just call it stupidity, like it should be called. Hey, look at that! For the first time in the world history, the rebels actually rose up in a province that I was able to put a bunch of troops into. How bloody excellent. Let's expel them from the nation. Come on, give me the pop-up. No pop-up? Just more nationalists? You are a cruel man, or just a cruel game, I should say. Cruel indeed. Also, look at this shit. I'm unable to get to those provinces before they get an extra 10 years of separatism, which means that no matter what I do, they keep having a billion separatism. So I guess I should just let these armies stand in their respective provinces at this point. I mean, I am working on building a fort in this province, but can't do that yet. I need to core it first. I mean, I guess it's nice enough that I'm at least able to core it, because the province has already gotten salty at me. Yeah, Borneo is not a very nice place for imperial conquerors, it seems. Anyways, I think I'll actually end the episode here. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye.